going on, guys? I'm Mark Linsanger from Techno Buffalo, and today we'll be giving you guys our full review on Sony's latest flagship device, the Sony Xperia Z3. I've been using the phone for about 2 weeks on T-Mobile's network, but is it worth the upgrade over the Z2? That's what we're here to find out. At first glance, the Sony Xperia Z3 looks a lot like its brother, the Z2, and they sport some of the same internals too. The 5.2-inch 1080p display, dual front-facing speakers, the 20.7 megapixel camera, the 3 GB of RAM, and a Snapdragon 801 processor, though the Z3 is slightly overclocked at 2.5 GHz. You do, however, get a bit of a wider and slimmer body compared to the Z2, and that's paired with a more curved edge, making the phone just a tad bit slippery when using the device one-handed. The micro USB, SIM, and micro SD slots are covered by these airtight flaps for dust and waterproofing, and all of your hardware buttons are placed on the right-hand side of the device, and they're very easy to press and very tactile. The 5.2-inch screen looks beautiful. It's nothing like previous Xperia devices I've tried. It's vibrant, it's saturated, and it offers great viewing angles. I think Sony did an awesome job, but if you're not satisfied with how the screen looks, you can actually tweak it just a bit, adjust the white balance, and turn on or off the X reality mode to get slightly less overcut colors. However, comparing it to the Note 4 screen, there's definitely a noticeable difference in blacks and colors, but other than that, the Z3 screen is still a top-notch display. Now, like most flagship these days, the Z3 does a pretty respectable job providing users with a smooth experience across the operating system and its apps. I did notice the slight lag while quickly going through menus and settings, but that happens with any phone after extended use. It's plenty powerful for the average person, and overall it's a phone capable of doing heavy work like playing 3D games, streaming movies, browsing the web. Now, inside the Z3 is a 3100 mAh non-removable battery, which Sony claims on its website is good for up to 2 days of battery life. In our testing, we played some games, watched a few episodes on Netflix, and made a few calls and did some web browsing. It would last about a day and a half, maybe a bit more, and that's pretty impressive for a phone with such a small battery. It also features Qualcomm's new quick charge technology that can get you a couple of hours of extra usage in just 15 minutes. It's running Android 4.4.4 KitKat with Sony skin on top of it, which tends to be pretty clean and minimalistic. If you've used any Xperia devices in the last year, you'll feel right at home. Sony's UI has changed very little over time, and it looks dated to say the least. I wish they would have redesigned the whole interface to make it look more appealing. Take HTC Sense or Samsung's TouchWiz as an example. The interface, the icons, they look good respectively, and I'm hoping we'll see something great when Android Lollipop hits the Z3. Now, aside from the dated interface, there are some pretty cool features that can be found throughout the software, like the ability to change themes through Sony's own theme app, the ability to open selected apps like Gmail or Calculator as a window overlay, and there's also PS4 Remote Play, which is an awesome feature that'll allow you to play your PS4 games on your Z3 using the PS4's controller. Though it's still a bit wonky for us, and it could be our internet connection, but who knows. Other than those notable features, everything from the Xperia Z2 is the same in terms of software. The Z3's camera is pretty much the same as the Z2's, but there are some small changes that should in theory help improve shooting. The ISO sensitivity now maxes at a ridiculous 12,800 to help with low light shooting, and on top of that there's still a dedicated camera button on the right hand side, which should help stabilize pictures. When it comes to photo quality, the camera does a pretty good job in any lighting condition. Shots were pretty sharp, contrasty, and ability to crop in an image is an awesome addition to the already good camera. There are a bunch of shooting modes that Sony included within the camera app. There's Live on YouTube, which allows you to broadcast a video from your Z3 directly onto YouTube, and there's also a few AR modes on here, which are pretty fun to use. There's plenty more you can download within the camera app, like a PDF scanner, Vine, and Evernote, just to name a few. But the only downside on the Z3's camera is that it doesn't feature OIS, which is kind of surprising to see from a flagship that came out nearly 2 months ago. Without OIS, you won't be able to shoot videos without your footage being jittery, and you won't be able to shoot in low light without introducing blurriness to the image. Now, comparing it to the Note 4 or the Nexus 6, images taken with the Z3 are definitely more contrasty and vivid, and you'll be able to crop in more thanks to its bigger 20 megapixel camera. The Sony Xperia Z3 is definitely one of the best Sony smartphones out right now. It features some top-notch specs, a pretty remarkable camera, and a battery that'll last you about a day and a half, but is it worth upgrading from the Z2? Right now, I don't think so. It's only a marginal upgrade, and I think it's best to wait until a new crop of Xperia devices comes out. With that being said, I'm giving the Sony Xperia Z3 a Techno Buffalo score of 8.5 out of 10. Why? I feel like Sony's own UI feels dated compared to Sense and TouchWiz, and the overall performance isn't up to par with some of the latest crop of flagship devices we've tried in the past couple of months. However, if you're looking for a Sony smartphone to buy right now to pair with your other Sony tablets, TVs, and PlayStation, the Z3 is an awesome buy, no question. Anyways, that's it for this video, guys. Make sure to check us out at technobuffalo.com for the latest and greatest tech news. And as always, I'm Mark Linsanger from Techno Buffalo. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you guys would like to see more, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. And we'd like to play video games every now and then in this office, so make sure to check us out at twitch.tv/technobuffalo, and we hope to see you guys there.